I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it, many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
You're watching another episode of Superbike Queen. We are here at the Art of Motorcycle show. Let's see these motorcycles here. They have many retro looking and vintage bikes. We have catched the organizer of this amazing event. Hi, how are you? What's your name?
My name is Michael Gasan, and I'm the founder of the Art of Motorcycles show.
How did you got this idea?
So in 2019, I was a part of the scene, I was a part of the community, and I realized that there was nothing really in the region that brought art, photography, and motorcycles together. And we're all different groups that are really creative, and we all kind of love similar things. So I thought it would be a good platform and a hub to bring everyone together.
Yes, and how do you think your event is different from other shows?
Well, I think our show is more of a relaxed, and it's kind of it's a relaxed gallery type feel, but it's a real community. People talk to each other about the bikes. As you can see, there's a lot of photographers walking around taking pictures. We have artists. It's not your typical show where you have people trying to sell you things or people trying to hand you leaflets. It's a really engaging and eclectic show, and I think that's what sets us apart from everybody else.
Yeah. Do you also pick the bikes that can come here?
We do. That's actually the hardest part of the show every year. So what we have to do is we curate anywhere between 25 to 35 custom bikes each year. It's quite a tough selection process, and we want to pick something unique. We never put the same bike in twice, and we have a variety that's there for everybody, but everything is quite unique and quite special.
So every year you can see different bikes here?
Every year, yeah.
And how this year you did something different?
So this year what we have is we partnered with Fuji, Fujifilm Middle East, Photo Walks UAE, and we've also partnered with Gulf Photo Plus. What we do is we're having a photography workshop. They're going to be coming around here and taking some great photography. We've also got some videography taking place. We have a lot of new art vendors which are here. So every year we try to add a new mix of things to it.
Yes, I saw you also have art here. How do you choose the photographers that you accept here?
That's a good one. So the photographers is really interesting because first we were drawn to photographers that are also motorcycle riders, and you'd be surprised there are a lot of photographers that are bikers. And then we also started finding photographers that weren't bikers, but they had a love for automotive culture and for bikes. So every year we kind of follow people on Instagram and we handpick them a selection to be featured at the show.
Is someone coming from another country?
We have once or twice in a show we'll feature somebody that we feel is an amazing international photographer. So this year we have an international photographer from the US, which has been featured with us, but he actually used to live in the UAE before. So we always try to find one or two people who are from overseas, which we feel would resonate well with our crowd.
And how many people come visit this event?
So this crowd, as you can see, it comes in waves, so it can range anywhere between 2,500 to 3,000. We have, like, as we all know with bikers, you come in batches, so we have a huge wave of people come in the morning, and then it can kind of be like this for a little bit, and then another wave will come in. So the beauty of doing it as a one-day show from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. is that you just have an influx of everybody, artists, photography, lovers, bikers, everybody just comes here and enjoys the day.
And how did you choose this place for the show?
So this place, Flat 12, is a very meaningful place, I feel, to the automotive community. They do in the car scene what we do in the bike scene, and anybody who puts their hand out to us and welcomes us as into their home to share our love for the passion of two wheels and automotive culture in the UAE, Flat 12 is the home of that, and we're really grateful for it.
And which bikes are your favorite from today's show?
That's a tough one. Too many to choose, but I think a very special one that's really caught my eye this year is the 1948 Indian. It's a bike that you don't see all the time. It's a unicorn that I would say. We have a lot of special bikes here, and every year it's hard to pick the favorite, but there's always one that stands out, and for me I would say it's the Indian this year.
Which bike do you ride yourself?
Me, I've got two bikes. I've got a 2006 Chicano style Heritage. I also have a chopper, a rigid hardtail chopper, and I have a 1961 Matchless, which I moved back to Ireland because it didn't do well in the sun at all. So I love all bikes really.
And but you don't bring your own bike to the show?
I did. I had my bikes in the first show, but because I try to promote to everybody that every year we have new bikes, it wouldn't be fair for me to put my bikes in the show every year. So I give everybody a chance to showcase their talent and their art in the bikes.
Yes, very honest decision.
Thank you so much.
This definitely have so many amazing bikes. I can see it stands out from other shows here.
Yes, thank you so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys got to see that this really is a community event. More than a show, it's a gathering of creative people who all love the same thing, and I hope people who have not been to the show come and check it out, and definitely they'll see there's nothing like it in the UAE or in the region.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
What's your name?
Hi, Mana.
And this is your bike. What bike is it?
This is the Harley Davidson. It's a Dyna WideGlide, 2008 model, but it is fully customized.
What have you done with this bike?
Fully customized. You can see from the fork till the tail. It's fully customized. The tank, gas, everything is customized. It's not similar to the new. To the stock at all. If you see the stock, it will be much different than this one.
You ride it on the streets as well?
Yeah, it is a legal, street legal, and I ride it on the street. But this is not a daily motorcycle to ride. It's a little bit hard to ride it on a daily basis. It's a weekend bike, yeah.
Have you done before other motor shows with this bike?
Yeah. So many motor shows. The custom show, which we have it here in this country. I mean, in Dubai, and sometimes it happens in Abu Dhabi. Some of the shows happens in some other cafes. Yeah.
And how this show is different than the other shows?
You can see the difference. The atmosphere here is different. The vibes is different. It's really good place to have my bike in.
Is Harley Davidson your favorite brand?
Yes, one of the favorites. Yeah.
You have other bikes as well.
Yeah, I have a Ducati. Yeah.
Which one?
A Devil.
And which one you ride more, Ducati or this one?
Both of them actually. Yeah.
You have any other bikes as well?
Yes, I do have a Honda Goldwing. It's a touring bike. That's the bike which I drive on a daily basis. This bike is for a show only. Yeah.
Which one you ride more, Ducati or the Gold one?
The Honda Goldwing. Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking about your bike. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
Alan Boyter.
Can you tell us about your cool bike here?
This is a 916 Special, we could call it. It's a 998 frame, a Ducati 998 frame, with an 1198 engine, 916 bodywork, and a supercharger.
So what have you done with it?
The frame has been braced for the extra power. The 1198 model engine is very similar to the original 998 engine, so it slots in the frame with the same engine mounts, but the upper part has been heavily modified to allow different injector types and a supercharger to be nestled in the middle. And then different forks and suspension set up to, again, to accommodate the power and the exhaust are the same.
How long have you been working on that?
A year and a half,
Year and a half.
something like that, in between other projects, yeah.
And is it ready now?
Almost. It's been on the dyno 3 times. We're almost getting the power that we're looking for, but it's not quite there yet. So within the next couple of months, it should be properly finished.
Yeah, so you don't ride it yet?
Not yet, no. It was just finished up for the show today.
For daily rides, you have something else?
Daily rides, I have 996 Cafe Racer, aluminium bodywork. That is a road legal bike, which I couldn't really do today. I've got an 1198 track bike, which the engine was borrowed from that for this, with another engine in there right now. I've got a 916 SBS, which actually these fairings came from. They were the spare fairings for it. And I'm building another Ducati 998 land speed record bike.
You're building many bikes then?
One or two.
But where did you find that one? How did you got it?
Scraping around locally. A lot of the parts come out of Europe. It wasn't this bike, the other project bike, the whole Jono bike came out of the UK.
So do you like more older motorcycles?
I wouldn't say older motorcycles, but older Ducatis. They've got a certain character about them. It's a love-hate relationship.
So you are a big fan of Ducati?
Older Ducatis, yes. Yeah, they've got a bit of character around them.
And you have your favorite bike?
Not a favorite, no. I've got 10 in the collection at the moment, and I don't really have a favorite.
But here on the show, you have your favorites? Did you
Not
find?
yet. I haven't had a chance to look around a lot. Quite taken with the Harley Davidson Trike. That's pretty unique. But yeah, I haven't decided on the favorite just yet.
Okay. Can you talk about the performance of this Supercharged?
Sure. The original 916, from memory, I think had about 105, 110 horsepower out of the 916 engine that came out. With the 1198 engine and the supercharger, we're hoping to put the numbers way past 200 horsepower.
Oh.
It's a road track supercharger, belt driven. The output shaft comes out of the idler shaft on the engine, which then drives another shaft to the inside of the V's up to the supercharger.
Thank you so much. Name?
Hi, I am Muhammad Al Jasmi.
What bike is this you have here?
It's a Harley Davidson Trike.
What have you changed on this bike?
Actually, it was 2 wheels. I changed it to the 3 wheels. I ordered the kit and I did rear box, yeah. And I changed the tires and I made the handlebars and I also made the exhaust system. Totally, like 80% it's modified bike.
And what do you use this box for?
It's just for design, because it's not safety to carry something, you know. Because when I'm riding fast, something getting out, so it's not. That's for design.
And these tires, are these normal tires or some special ones?
Yeah, this is special ones. Actually, this tires for car tires. Yeah.
But why this pattern is like this?
Just design, like old design. Yeah.
And these handlebars, why they're so close together?
I like this style, you know.
Is it better to ride?
Yeah, for me it's better. Also, the shape is looking good also, you know.
And this color you also changed?
Yeah, I prefer military design. I own some classic cars, so this is also bike. I change it to the military. Military.
How many of these bikes they have in Dubai? Do you know?
I think the Trike one, like this one, I think this is the only one. Maybe you will see the normal one, Trike, but this is something different, I think.
And you really can ride it on the street, it's street legal and...
Yes, yes, I can ride it easily, like any normal bike. Not for high speed, just for cruising.
And if you ride it on the street, does you people look at you, give you some looks?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they are looking and they're making high. Because they are watching something different. It's like bike from rear. It's like a car. Like a truck.
And this is your first show or not first?
This is not first show. I am coming every time in the flat 12, but this is first time I bring the bike for the show. Yeah.
And what do you think why this show is different than other bike shows?
Because there are many different bikes, some unique bikes, custom bikes. Also, I think the owners they are special. I think also the visitors also.
How long does it take to make bike like this?
It's maximum 1 month for me.
Thank you so much for showing your bike.
Welcome.
Your name?
Yeah, hi. My name is Nikhil Kulkarni.
And this Royal Enfield, I don't know much about this brand. Can you tell us a little bit?
So this brand is a very old British motorcycle. I guess it would be one of the few. They started in 1853, and this is a British motorcycle which I imported 10 years ago. This is a 1967 Royal Enfield Interceptor 750cc. Now this brand is in India since 1944, and they are continuing under the Indian company, which is again Royal Enfield.
And where is the key for this bike?
So the key for the bike fits here on the right.
Is it all models like this on this bike that the key is there?
There are so many different models. Every model had a key at a different place. So this model name is the Interceptor.
And have you changed something on this bike or you keep it original?
No, most of the bike is original except for the carburetors. Just the carburetors are different. Rest of the bike is original.
Exactly what did you change?
The carburetors. These are the carburetors. Older motorcycle had carburetors. The newer motorcycles they come with multi-point fuel injection system which doesn't use a carburetor.
So you ride this bike on the streets as well, or is it only for show?
No, I do ride it. Not very often, but once or twice in a month I do take it out. I have the same model 2021 as well. So that motorcycle I ride very frequently.
And also you mentioned that parts for this bike is very hard to get.
Yes, because this is a discontinued model. The last one they made somewhere in 1971. So there are very few dealers in UK who still have these parts. So it's sometimes difficult. You have to wait for the part to be available.
Have you ordered any part? How long was you waiting for?
No, most of the time the parts do come within a week or 10 days. But at times they don't have it in stock, so I have to wait for a few months. Like the carburetors, the reason why I have this is because the original carburetors, they don't have the parts right now. So those were Amal carburetors.
And these signal lights, did you install by yourself? Like originally they don't have the signal lights?
Correct. So I have to install it because rules are different now. Back in 1966-67 when they made these motorcycles, I mean no motorcycle had a signal light, the direction signal. So I had to install it now for passing and driving on the street.
And this is the Kickstarter?
Yes, this is the Kickstarter.
Does it start easily?
It does, depends upon how long you keep it resting. If it's resting too long for a month or so, it might take little while. But yeah, kickstarting is a fun as well as a task.
And where do you keep this bike usually at your home, or is it on the display somewhere?
No, it's parked in the garage in my home. So it's pretty in a shade covered all the time to protect it.
This is definitely like a bike that collectors want in their collection. Have you got any offers? Someone wants to buy it from you?
No, actually, I never displayed it, to be very honest. This is the first time I'm bringing it on any display in 10 years.
Maybe someone wants to buy it from you.
Maybe.
What do you think? Do you want to sell it at one point?
Actually, I have not thought about it. I mean, I am being very passionate about Royal Enfield. Before I got this, I have been following this motorcycle for around 20 years before I could get one. So, very few available, as I said, globally. And so, I have really not thought about it.
So you don't want to sell it?
Yeah, right now I don't want to sell it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hi, what is your name?
Hi, my name is Amar.
What have you done with this bike over here?
It's a long story. Started with an original 2016 Harley Davidson Fat Bob. Then we had to do many changes to it uh, in my cousin's workshop, like in customs. So I'm the second owner, but I like the whole job done on it. So when they decided to do it, they went to Springer style, as you can see at the front, with bobber style as a mixture. The paint job itself, it's called red candy with big sprinkle particles, which is brought from US. It has headlights and tail light from Custom Culture by Mario from Germany. Yeah, and the wheels 23-inch in the front and 18 at the back from DNA. The fork is shorter, and we had to remove the front fender so it can be balanced. No need to do any modifications to it. It's a 103 cubic inch with full Vance & Hines exhaust, and it's tuned by my cousin as well, Omar Tamimi. Oh, most of the accessories are chrome, as this is my style, to be honest. And it's a daily drive bike. I honestly enjoy riding it every day.
You ride it daily, but you keep it so clean and so good condition.
Yeah, and that's the problem with the chrome. You need to take care of it, like make it shiny and clean most of the time.
So do you clean it after every ride, or how do you manage?
Honestly, not every ride, because I'm sometimes driving 3 days continuously. But like once a month at least, full detailing cleaning with polishing and taking care of all of the chromes.
And I see you have also very special number plate. How did you manage to get so cool number plate?
Yeah, well, I got it with the bike from my uncle. Yeah.
Very lucky to have this.
Thank you. And one more thing regarding the tank, they had to cut both sides, right and left, and swap it. So it will be like the 50s style and RLNS style as well, the 50s Harleys.
And what does this word say over there?
This is my uncle's nickname.
So it has like a personal touch on it.
Yeah, but I don't want to touch the paint and damage the beauty of the bike, so I kept it as it is.
But how long did it took to make this bike custom?
To build the bike, it took almost a year to make the design, gather all of the parts, and then start building it.
You know how much it all costs to make it look like this?
It cost around 50,000 dirhams.
Definitely one very special bike here. If you're riding this bike, do you get many looks, and has someone tried to buy it from you?
Yes, this is what makes me like proud of owning it. People waving while I'm driving, and whenever I attend any bike show, they appreciate the work done on it and the style as well.
Does this bike have also the signals? I don't see the signals here.
Yes, they have it, but it's very small and mounted to the rear. So as you can see, there is one light over here.
Oh, it's like very hidden.
But it's an LED light, so strong enough to let the people where I'm going.
Yeah, of course you can definitely see it, but it's very cool. I never seen a signal like that. Have you seen signal like that on other bike?
Honestly, no.
Exactly.
Those from Germany. So thank you, Mario, from Custom Culture.
Thank you, Mario. Yes, thank you so much for showing your awesome bike.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, what is your name?
My name is Zen Javed.
And where did you get this bike?
Well, it started off a year ago. I was looking for a classic motorcycle to kind of create a custom project on. And I was looking for something maybe from the 70s, 80s. And then I realized there's a lot of issues with the old bikes, and I just wanted a daily rider. So what I wanted to essentially create is a classic look on a modern motorcycle. So this is a 2021 Interceptor 650cc Royal Enfield, fully customized, designed by myself and built by Free Spirit Motorcycle Garage. I'm an architect myself, so for me to design and build a bike from scratch to essentially almost make it look unrecognizable from its original condition was something I've always wanted to do. So, after a few years and some ideas, this is a collection of a lot of thought, time, and money, of course.
Yeah, this is definitely a very well designed bike. Is it your first project like this on designing motorcycle?
Yeah, so this is definitely first of many. My ideas are essentially to look at modern motorcycles and look at how we can make them look more vintage, classic, with a bit of elegance. And at the core of everything is it needs to be a daily rider. If you want to go to work, I take this thing to work three times a week. So, and she obviously runs quite well. Reliable engines, tires are classic looking, but a lot of people have questions about how do they ride, but they actually quite great around corners. It's just about knowing your limits and kind of exploring that. So yeah.
How does this bike handles the heat over here?
Actually, quite not bad. As I mentioned, Royal Enfield engines are some of the best, most reliable engines ever built. It's a 650cc. They're great for the highways over here. You don't need to push them much. They give you the power, the torque that you need. I think over here the heat is something that the bike really enjoys it in.
And how long it took you to redesign this?
Well, from inception, from design to build, it took about 1 month and 2 days. The 2 days were just about really thinking about, is it done yet? Because of course there's so much more I wanted to do. But I think that there were the last few touches, but overall 1 month and 2 days. Exactly.
So can you briefly tell what did you change? What did you do with this bike?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the main thing was to make sure there are colors that work. I wanted to work with a bottle green tank general look with a bit of brass and gold touch. So this two colors that kind of work really nicely is something that we had sampled, worked together and kind of see if they actually are working under different lighting. And also making sure they're heat resistant, so the color that you see on the engine was experimented to make sure it can last not just an event, but it can last for a couple of years. And I mean, to be honest with you, I've been using this daily for about a year, even in summer, and the paint is immaculate. And then obviously the combination of leather was very important, is to really get the right redness with the green and the brass. Subtle touches. I kind of continued that. Even the lights are actually original. It's just to change subtle trim combinations. It makes it look very customized. Those were the little touches that we've done. Obviously, brought these down into more of a cafe racer stance. Clip-on bars, exhaust pipes, headers were cut down. Dual exhaust. I wanted to keep that. Gives it a very symmetric look. I've got like these chrome AEW exhausts on it. They sound very retro. So overall, as a look and feel, sound, and experience, she rides quite well.
Which leather did you use here?
This is more of a reddish brown. You can say a very brick red leather. And I wanted to get a bag as well that kind of suits it. I got a leather jacket that matches it. I got a leather gloves that kind of go with it too. So motorcycling really is about, it really depends on person to person how they enjoy it. For me, it's about building something that I enjoy sitting on every day and riding wherever I want to go. So I really push it on the weekends, go to the mountains, and she rides really well.
So is your helmet also matching?
I was thinking about painting my helmet the bottle green, but I think that might be too much. But
I think you should do it.
I think I should do it, right? Yeah, I think that would be the final cherry on top, possibly. But yeah, I've got like a chrome bubble visor that goes with it. A little bit of a classic look, but that's about it.
Since you are so good at designing bikes, have you considered designing for someone else as well?
I'm actually working with a friend of mine. We're looking at working on a few 60s and 70s Hondas, Goldwings, GS, Suzuki's. So those are projects that you will come across in Dubai very soon. They're actually already out there a little bit, and yeah, I'm definitely in the line of experimenting more.
So someone who views this can contact you if they want you to help them design.
Absolutely. If anyone is interested in creating a custom motorcycle, even the bike they have currently, if they're interested in customizing it, making it look a certain way, obviously we can sit with them and build something that's quite nice. We've got contacts, people who can build as per the design as well, expert people who worked on quite successful award-winning projects.
How they can contact you?
I'm available on Instagram. It's under ZainJ Design, ZAINJ Design, on Instagram, and you can reach out to me on my direct messages. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for showing your bike.
So much. Thanks for your time.
Hi, what is your name?
Ahmed.
So, what have you done with this bike?
Actually, it's a BMW R90 and it's swapped to a cafe racer with a full swap kit. Like you can tell from the steering wheel is dropped down and the seating position. And I cropped the bike from the back. It should be longer, you know.
You wear here your sunglasses?
Yeah, my sunglasses. I don't need a passenger actually. That's why I remove it, you know. So I decided to make it just a single seater, and it looks aggressive and nicer. And some small details that you cannot tell, like the lights. I deleted the lights, but I replaced them with some customized. Even the gauges are like customized. Even the tank, like I remove everything from the tank, the cover, so it looks like smooth and nicer.
Where did you put your lights? I can't see.
You can tell from here. It's the smallest lights ever.
Oh my god, it's really the smallest.
But they are doing the job properly. It's safe to use them. MotoGP.
How long it took you to make it look like this?
That was maybe 2 months, but I was like preparing for it before, and I start collecting the parts. So then I just put it together like in 1 month and a half. Like most of the some parts need to be shipped from outside the country, so I have to wait for them. So I collect everything. I do a sketch how the bike should look like. So when I just bring them and grab them and put it on the bike.
What is number 12? Why did you put it there?
Oh, I'm supporting flat 12.
Really? That's why?
This is my place, my spot. So I think this is the right place to put the number.
And this is not original color, or is it?
No, it's not the original color. It's a BMW color, M3, and I like M cars actually. I decided to paint it to keep it in this color, to make it like different than the other factory bikes.
Is it street legal and you're riding it as well, or you keep it more as a show bike?
Honestly, yeah, it is street legal, but mostly I go for short rides. I'm not a guy who go for a long trip or long rides. Mostly like for a cafe and gathering or meeting or whatever. That's it.
And if you ride this around, has people make pictures of you? And
They do you.
has someone wanted to buy this from you?
Until now, I got some offer last year when I was in the event actually from here. But maybe this year, it depends on the offers.
But have you been many shows with this motorcycle?
Honestly, flat 12 show and only your show, because it's well prepared. Like the show here is really organized, so I feel to bring the bike here is worth it. But other shows, no.
So people can only see it on this show.
Yeah, you can tell that. Maybe that's it. Or on the streets.
But if you don't ride it daily, then where do you keep it? Some special podium you have?
Yeah, sure, you can tell. I don't keep it in somewhere sunny. It's air conditioned, like well and clean place.
You have like special podium at your home where you keep it up there?
No. I have a small garage closed with the AC. I keep my cars and the bike with them.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Jono Steyn.
And what is your role in Harley Davidson?
I look after the Harley Davidson dealerships in the UAE, here in Dubai and in Abu Dhabi.
Is Harley Davidson popular in UAE?
Yeah, very popular. The guys are very passionate about riding. We've got a beautiful country that we can do long distances in. So American cruisers are very popular here.
What is the most popular bike in your showroom? What's the best selling?
Yeah, that's a difficult one. Harley have got such a wide range of motorcycles. I would have to say the touring range. Generally here, the touring range is very popular. The Road Glide specifically, the Road Glide Special, just for covering distances, they're great tourers. And then also the Softail range. There's a lot of customization you can do in the Softail range. So those are great from a customizing point of view. Those are the two popular ranges.
And how has Harley changed over the years?
Harley has always been a very, popular motorcycle in the UAE. People like extravagant products, and our group, Abdullah Al Masood, has been in the UAE obviously for the last 50 years, but more specifically, Harley Davidson has been in the UAE for 30 years now. We've just celebrated our 30-year birthday. Every year, the population is growing steadily, and so are sales. So we're doing very, very well.
And how can someone join Harley Davidson riding group? If anyone that have this bike can join, or how it works?
Well, even if you're on another motorcycle, you're always welcome to come and ride with us on one of the nights. We do a Wednesday night ride and we do a Sunday ride. You're welcome just to come down to one of our dealerships in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, and speak to the team, and we'll put you in contact with someone who can help you with a ride.
Are there also lady riders?
Yeah, in the UAE, very little, I suppose, to the rest of the world. But definitely it is growing. The numbers are growing month on month. We are selling more and more bikes to ladies.
What can you tell about this bike you have here with you?
Well, it's called a Highway King. Essentially, this is almost like a tribute model for an earlier model of Road King that was available. So it's actually a limited edition model. As you can see, it's a limited number. This is number 30 of only 1,000 in the world. So a very special motorcycle.
Have you been riding this one?
I ride something similar to this. Mine is the Road Glide Special. The Road Glide Special is a fantastic bike. It's got very similar features to this, except the Road Glide Special's got a fairing on it with a radio. It's got CarPlay, it's got sound system, so it's quite comfortable to ride.
And why do you like Harley Davidson more than other brands?
I think I've grew up with Harley Davidson. From my time in school, I was on motorcycles, and then one of my friends was a technician at Harley Davidson, and so naturally I was spending a lot of time, even during school, at the Harley Davidson dealership. So I've been with Harley for about 20 years now. And every year I enjoy the new models that come out. I enjoy the product, and it's a relaxed, safe ride. It's been very good to me.
And what do you think about today's event?
Oh, the Art of Motorcycle show. It's a fantastic event. Dell and the guys always put on a good show. This is the 5th Art of Motorcycle show we've been at. We've started with the Art of Motorcycle show 5 years ago when they did their first show, and it's been great to see how every year they are growing the show and adding more brands and adding more custom bikes and more photography. So for us, we're going to continue to come for a very long time.
And here in your little Harley Davidson box, what do you do here today?
Well, we've got Harley Davidson isn't just motorcycles. Harley Davidson do a lot of parts. They do a lot of accessories as well. So you can buy Harley Davidson shirts such as these. We've got a lot of licensee products, which are different caps and glasses and shot glasses and collectibles and that sort of thing. So, whether you want just a shirt or if you want a riding jacket or a helmet, you can pick up one of those too.
And what is the most popular item people buy from events like this?
I would say shirts, dealer T-shirts, yeah. Because dealer T-shirts around the world, each of the dealers have dealer T-shirts that are branded with their own brand on the back of the shirt. So they're quite collectible. So people travel around the world and go from dealer to dealer, and they pick up their dealer shirt for themselves and their friends. And so yeah, definitely dealer T-shirts.
These are like collectible items then?
I would say that not really so much collectible, but to say that you've been to a dealer and you've been, when you're traveling around the world, to go from dealer to dealer and see to see the other clubs, to see the other dealerships, to meet different types of people. So yeah, it's just a memento really of being at a dealership.
Okay, thank you so much for talking about Harley Davidson today.
Cool. Thank you for having us.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Sammy Sasso. I'm a photographer and I've lived here most of my life. Yeah.
And this is your bike here.
This is my
what
bike.
bike is this?
This is a Kawasaki W650, a 2004 model. And everything you see here has been done by the previous owner. I give full credit to him. I'm just a caretaker at the moment. And yeah.
Do you know what has been changed on this bike?
I know quite a few things have been changed. Yeah, the tank has been repainted. It's the original tank, but repainted. The seat is the original seat, but redressed. The handlebar is completely new. The light is completely new. The dials are new. These are new. Obviously, the wrap around the pipes and the pipes themselves have also been changed. But otherwise, the frame, the engine, the wheels are all original to the bike. Yeah.
And how much you ride this one?
I try to ride it as much as I can. Just today, I drove my car because the bike is here.
How does it handle the heat here?
In the summer, the carburetors get a bit iffy. I don't drive it so much, but it does pretty well. It does pretty well in the summer, I must admit. Yeah, and I try to drive it as much as I can because it's just so much fun to drive. It's so easy to drive as well. Comfortable riding position, yeah.
Yeah, what do you like the most about the riding game?
I like the most the driving position and the fact that it's comfortable and easy to drive. It's not. I don't feel tired every time I get off of it. I don't feel like my wrists hurt. I don't feel like my bum hurts. It's such a smooth bike to drive, honestly.
And why do you prefer retro style bikes instead of new ones?
Newer bikes?
Yeah.
Honestly, I just like the look of them. I think they look really great. I feel like the coolest guy in the world whenever I drive this thing. I like this low and slow. That's my philosophy. Just cruising. Yeah, Sunday morning out on beach road, that kind of stuff. This is what attracts me to these kind of bikes. The newer bikes, I feel like they're just too modern. The same thing applies to my cars. I love my cars to be a bit older. I don't like the technology. I try to stay away from it.
Is it the only bike you have?
No, I have a Honda as well, a Honda XR200. But right now it's in 1,000 pieces in my apartment. It's a proper project for another time.
Oh, you're making another customized.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be a Scrambler kind of build, but let's see. Right now it's very on hold.
Oh, and you're a photographer as well.
Yes, I'm a photographer. Yeah.
So how did you choose these pictures you bring here today?
Well, two of them are pictures of this bike actually. When I bought it, obviously the first thing I did, I took it out and I shot it. One of them is a photo out in the desert. We went out camping, and I was like, I want to take my bike camping, and I took it camping, and we drove it out all the way into the sand. I have a bad habit of wanting to put cars and bikes where they don't belong. I like to take cars like this off-roading. I like to take cars into random places. Same thing with the bikes now that I'm getting into it. And then the other pictures are of some owners that I know that want pictures of their bikes, so I just shot that.
Mm-hmm. So you're also working as professionally as a photographer?
Yeah, full-time freelance photographer. Yeah. So it's been my main bread and butter is events, but I love cars. Cars is the reason I got into photography and into engines and cars and bikes in general. And I waited a bit till I got a bit older, a bit more mature to get into bikes, which I feel was the correct choice.
Yes, for sure. Bikes are so cool.
You can easily go wrong with a bike, obviously, if you're too young and don't know how to do it. I've already fallen once off of this one, so
really?
That's kind of like...
Have you ever taken passenger on this one?
No, not yet. I haven't taken it. I know a lot of seats, I sit like all the way up to here.
Yeah,
so.
It has quite a lot of space, actually.
No, I haven't taken a passenger yet. I don't know if I'm experienced enough yet, but I keep asking people and nobody wants to come. They're like, I don't think they trust me yet.
Maybe that's the thing, yeah. But well, thank you so much. It's
You're very
lovely
welcome.
to see your
You're very welcome.
photos as well.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So this is familiar phrase from Ducati. Hi Martin, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you. Great to see you here. Good to have you guys.
Yes. Which bikes did you bring with you today?
So since we haven't really introduced the new generation of Scramblers, we decided today to present them. So this is the second generation, or let's call it the next gen of the Scramblers. And we brought the icons. So Scrambler icon, Scrambler full throttle, and then the Scrambler night shift. So it's a mix. Customer can come. We have also demo bike outside. We have demo bike for the full throttle, and we have demo bike for the 1100. So anyone who will visit us today can also test ride.
Yes, this is very cool to see that just changing the color of this Scrambler can change a bike so much.
It's a lot, yeah, correct.
And you can also change the seat or something else you can change.
There is lots of accessories. So you can change the handlebars, you can change the mirrors, you can change the indicators, the seats, the exhaust, the body parts, many parts. Plus talking about the colors, and as we just discussed, you have basically 9 different options for color for the Scrambler icon. Obviously you can put those color panels on the full throttle and on the night shift, but full throttle and night shift, they have specific color scheme. So the icon has like a silver tank, and then it has these plastic color, panels. But then the night shift, for example, it has a blue metal tank, and the full throttle has the black one. So when we really calculate all the color combinations, there is like 11 different colors. So 9 for the icon, and then full throttle and the night shift. So it's pretty broad. Yeah.
So which color goes the most?
So I think this was currently the most popular.
The sporty.
The full throttle is the most sporty one. You have a quick shifter as a standard. You have side to lower handlebars. And it has this unique look, plus you have the homologated Terminioni silencer. And second, I would say the night shift. Night shift, even from the previous generation, that was the best seller. It's kind of the most stylish thing. So we have sportiness, we have something very stylish, and then the icon is like your blank plate where if you don't want to spend extra, because these are 50,000 dirhams, these two are 57,000 dirhams. So if you save a little bit, you can then put exhaust or put some extra parts, and you can customize it however you like it. Plus, we have also option to order the Scrambler icon as a naked version. So the customer can choose any of the 9 colors, put it on. So you don't need to buy, let's say, a red Scrambler and then spend extra on the panels. You can get a naked version and select the color that you like. So it's pretty cool. The customization, it's a lot of fun.
Yes, and you also have this available for test rides?
We have again the full throttle, and then we have the bigger sister or brother, depends how you call it, the 1100. So both are available in our showroom. Again, as I mentioned, we have them here, so customer can test it today. Whoever cannot make it today, the bikes are available.
And what do you think about this show today here?
It's great. I think the Dubai or the UAE in general needs some more shows like that to put the motorcycle community together. So it's fantastic to see all the different type of bikes. And I think this is a fifth show, the 5th season of the Art of Motorcycles, which connects the photography, the bikes, and everything around. So it's we love it, and we are happy to be here.
Did you find your favorite bike here on the show? You have some favorites? It's the Scrambler.
Ducati.
Which one is your favorite?
The full throttle as well. If I would be getting Scrambler, it would be the full throttle. I like the sportiness.
Yes, of course. For what sort of biker is this bike built for?
So it's someone could put it into the entry-level category, but we have customers that have multiple different Ducatis. They have the powerful bikes, and they get this as the easy bike, like for a great city bike. Of course, if you are a new rider, the bike is very light. You have also different riding modes. It's a 72 horsepower, so it's a perfect entry to the Ducati world. or anyone who likes this kind of heritage or retro, a little bit retro-ish looking bikes, it's just the perfect choice. And again, if you like the personalization, you can go crazy with the accessories. So it really caters for the all different types of people.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for watching today's episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel, and see you on the next one.